Hi, it's Dan from Flexxable, and today's video is about how to land clients like Clockwork using Facebook ads. Let's get stuck in. Okay, so there are a number of reasons why you should run ads to land clients. The first one being, you're a lead generation agency. You should really be running ads to land clients. Okay, I'd question why you're not doing that if you're a lead gen, because we know it works so well. I guess the second thing is that, and we've noticed this as well, is that if you're kind of like doing cold outreach, whether it be by like cold email, LinkedIn automation tools, cold calling, appointment setters, all of that type of stuff, what you'll find is that the clients are they're immediately on the back foot because you're kind of chasing them. You're part of the pest patrol, all right? But when clients see your ads, whether it be on Google or Facebook or YouTube or TikTok or whatever that is, then you're positioned as the kind of expert, and they have to actually go through a funnel and book an appointment with you, and they're excited by the time they get on the phone call, rather than just kind of like just having to show up, and most of the times they don't show up, okay, because they know they're being pitched something. If you position yourself differently, you're going to get them excited to show up. And we've just noticed that over the years that paid traffic is the best way to have really good quality conversation with clients. And when I talk about conversations, I mean appointments. And what we found as well is that getting appointments can actually be cheaper when you factor in the time it takes to do this via cold outreach, okay? Even if you're using a VA to do it. Let's say they're $5 to $10 an hour, a VA, to try and do this. And I'd question how good they are at kind of understanding your product and things like that before you even get started. But anyway, that's another story. Let's say they're booking an appointment per day, all right? And they spend 8 hours doing that at $5 an hour. That's $40 per appointment. But we found if you run Facebook lead ads to get clients with a calendar off the back end with some kind of cool, funky stuff that goes on with high level in between, you're able to get appointments for between $10 and $40 in most industries. And that works out cheaper from a time investment, if you put a number on time, versus running ads and putting your credit card on the inside the ad account. All right, so appointments are much cheaper than you think. And again, as I said, people are ready to talk to you rather than being part of the pest patrol. All right, so how do we do it inside our own agency? We've actually done this a lot over the past 6 months. We've been generating leads in the home service, client leads in the home services sector over in the States. We spent, I think, close to 6 figures on ads on this. And we just have a very simple, repeatable formula, which really doesn't fatigue. And it just works like gangbusters, all right? We use Facebook to do this, and we use lead forms. And we also have a calendar, I was just touching on this before, a calendar on the back end in the last step of the lead form funnel, where people can go through, click on the lead form, go through to the end and book in a slot in your calendar, all right? And with high level, you're able to use SMS and email follow-ups to be able to get them to show up. If they don't show up, you can have a no-show sequence. You can do all sorts of really kind of cool stuff to optimize that show-up rate. But what we're seeing from our data is that we get roughly a 60% lead to appointment ratio. So for every 100 leads, we book from Facebook lead forms, 60% book into the calendar with a special way that we do it. And then roughly 60% of the people show up to the call, if that makes sense. So 60% lead to appointment, 60% show up rate. And it's pretty simple. The costs that we see to be able to generate these leads are between $5 and $25. So you can work out the kind of cost per appointment off the back of that, but it's usually between $10 and $40. It just works really well. The creative or the ad that we use is actually really very simple, and we call it our fugly ads, because we found that you don't need kind of really kind of high quality videos or edited images or anything like that. It just doesn't work as well as what I'm about to show you. But these ads, we call them fugly because they just repeat the offer, all right? So let's say you're running pay per lead and you're doing it for a roofer, for example, okay? So many roofers have seen lots of different offers for people generating leads, but it could be that you run an ad that says, pay for leads after you get them, okay? And if you can just put an ad out that says, roofer, pay for leads after you get them, with an ugly image, with pay for leads after you get them, and a nice little headline that's very similar at the bottom, people will just click on that, become a lead and become an appointment off the back of it. It's a very simple formula and these fugly ads work, but it's mainly based on the offer, okay? Make sure your offer is good and then they will convert super well. Okay, so I've kind of maybe confused you with a little explanation of what these ads look like, but they do work so well. Honestly, like clockwork, they don't fatigue and it just gets lots of appointments for you, all right? So we've got what we called an Ask Me Anything webinar that I did with my community where I ran through the whole lot and showed you what they look like and how well they work. There'll be a link in the description below that you'll be able to go through and have a look at that Ask Me Anything webinar. And there's actually some really cool bonuses and things that go with it. And if you did enjoy it, we have like a pay what you want after you watched it type thing. So if you want to invest, if you will kind of match your investment to the bonuses that you get, highly recommend you check it out. It works really well. Okay, I hope you've enjoyed the video today on how to land clients with Facebook ads. If you've got any questions, please comment below and we'll get back to you and help you out in any way. If you did like this video, please hit the like button. And lastly, please subscribe to our channel so you'll be the first to know whenever we create our new videos. I'll speak to you soon. Take care.